Well, that's what everyone hears, you know, the folks I know who use the product and you hear about most often is the radiance of the skin.
Yes.
That's where it really makes a difference.
It does indeed. Okay, so, right. Well, as we move along.
The reason I'm doing this is I forgot to take this today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Do you know, I actually pack the smaller ones with me now.
Yep.
I do.
To travel with?
I do, because I don't want to be without it either. I mean, no kidding.
And what's interesting, I'll drink it like this, but if I let this sit for just for probably 2 or 3 minutes, it will go completely clear.
It will.
It will go completely into solution, which is very unique for something because collagen peptides are typically insoluble. These are soluble.
Okay, well, we have moved along circulation and vein support. Sometimes we call it the nurse's product, and you want to talk about one of the top reorder products, one of the, it's hard to pick favorites because all of Andrew's products are customer picks and customer favorites. But for those of you out there who really want to move through life with ease, and it's so interesting, when Andrew first started providing this and talking about it, he used to talk about he should present a tape measure with it because women are wearing skirts again, women are wearing shorts again, women are wearing their swimsuits again. I mean, honestly, when we can talk about a visible improvement, a measurable improvement in how those legs look. So we do have all your sizes available for you. It's special purchase pricing, of course, free shipping. This is another one I was running a little bit low on, so this is as good as a today's special for sure, because you're looking at your 30, your 60, your 180, and your 360. Huge savings. In fact, I think we pretty much comfortably say that those are today's special savings. And for anyone out there, when we talk about a customer pick and a customer favorite, on circulation and vein support, there are over 2,600 reviews. That's crazy. 2,100 of those are perfect 5 stars.
Right.
2,100 perfect 5-star reviews. No, that's crazy.
It's over 90% positive reviews. I think close to 85% 5-star reviews.
Yeah.
It's a product that I'm going to read some reviews. I haven't read any reviews yet. I'm going to read some reviews on this product because I think it speaks volumes. There's no product like this. Marcel's on his back getting his belly rubbed. But there's no product like this, you know, anywhere in the world. There's some diosmin products. I wonder if they have the same quality diosmin we have. But then we had the butcher's broom extract, the grapeseed extract, the pine bark extract, and we've increased the potency since it was introduced, and it's lower priced today than when he introduced this product almost 20 years ago. And this is a product that we brought from Europe here, that this ingredient wasn't available in the United States. It's a natural ingredient, but because it's used in Europe with drug claims, medical claims, it's actually prescribed by doctors. We don't make medical claims, we just talk about it in terms of supporting healthy circulation in tissues of our body that the age and all the challenges we have as we age and the way we live and we stand too much or sit too much, or we might be overweight or have other health issues that challenge the circulation in our legs, it changes, and we all accept that as just being part of the aging process, but it doesn't have to be. I'll just read some reviews. The reviews are always compelling.
Oh, they really are.
Not a day without works so well. I wrote a review a couple of years ago saying that my varicose veins were shrinking and spider veins disappearing after taking this product for 2 to 3 months. My legs look even better now, and I'm assuming the benefits are for all veins and not just legs. And yes, that is the answer. Amazing. This product is absolutely amazing. It started working within 2 weeks. My legs were swollen and tight as a drum. Always felt cold and they looked like bowling pins. I'm 53 and overweight, but I've been going to the gym and my legs have always been a struggle. And sometimes the leg circulation will interfere with even the best intentions in going to the gym. I cannot stress enough how great this product is. You will not be disappointed. I've had my family watching the change in my veins and legs. I've tried so many different things that didn't work. This product is a lifesaver. I highly recommend it. You will not be disappointed. It is worth every penny to me. Thank you for a great product from Elena in New Jersey. And we don't add all the exclamation points. Those we take it exactly as it is. It works. I used to wake up at night with leg cramps so bad I'd cry and the muscles would be sore for several days. Since using this circulation vein support, the only time I've had a cramp is when I know I've allowed myself to become dehydrated. I think I had the early signs of restless leg syndrome, but since using circulation vein support, I can relax and not feel the need to keep moving. Thanks, Andrew Lessman. I use several of your products and haven't found anything bad about any of them. It's great. The difference in my veins is extraordinary. I wish I had taken pictures before I started taking this, but the size of my veins has shrunk and I'm loving it.
Wow.
I've not had twinges of discomfort in my legs since starting this. I wish I had bought the largest bottle.
Yeah.
Awesome. I really love this circulation vein support. I was having trouble with my legs and veins. I remember that my sister told me she has taken this for many years. Her legs are wonderful, with no signs of any vein problem or any varicose veins popping out like I have. So I decided that I needed to order some of these, and they have done wonders. I am on my second bottle and will continue to take them. Outstanding product. I bought this product due to positive reviews, but I had no idea it would work as well as it has. Isn't it funny? Usually we set ourselves up to be disappointed.
So true.
This is a product that doesn't disappoint. My legs hurt so badly at night that I could not sleep. My feet were swelling also. This product is amazing. No more discomfort in my legs and feet, and the veins in my legs that were protruding are not anymore. You will see results in a short time. Also, I will never be without this product. We'll do one more. Awesome. I've suffered with swelling feet and legs for several years. I've only been taking these a few weeks, but wow at the difference. I could feel the difference after the first day. I still have some swelling, but the discomfort is gone. I'm so thankful that I found this product, and I know a lot of people will think that they're unique. It will not work for them, but we are unique, but then we all share common systems, and we all share common issues that pertain to our being human, and that's part of how we were designed, and how we were designed means that the circulation, the blood vessels in the lower extremities are going to be challenged. They unfortunately are quite a ways away from our heart, about as far as you could get away from our heart, and gravity wants to keep anything that's relocated, that's pumped down there, gravity wants to keep it there. So it's no wonder that those tissues will enlarge, become unattractive, become uncomfortable as we age, especially if we're overweight or if we have difficult challenges at work. We might stand too much or sit too much, but you have nothing to lose. I mean, this is a product that, as you heard, in a matter of days, it starts delivering its benefits. 30 days is ample time to see a difference, to notice a benefit. And the changes in the quality of our life that come from the changes in the blood vessels in our lower extremities, at our feet, ankles, and calves, or just the confidence that comes from a change in their appearance is worth the small investment to find out that this can deliver a benefit.
Oh, for certain. I mean, with really all of Andrew's products, we talk about a see the difference and feel the difference product. Absolutely, that's the case here. But it especially applies to our next item, because when we talk